Hi ladies, I want to come to you really quickly and just kind of go over the 10 things that I listed as kind of your daily business tasks if you want to do some items that will really help you build consistency with your business and will help you grow your business. And so I know that everybody comes with varying levels of how much time they have to spend daily on their business. And obviously we want to maximize and make the every bit of time that we have to spend on our business to be the most efficient that we can. And so that's why I listed these 10 things. I was hoping that you guys could then, like I did, print them out, and this kind of became my Bible until I built that consistency and I kind of knew what to do every day. I would follow this list of 10 and do all of them if I had the time. Obviously that would be the best case scenario, or at least do some of the top 3, 4, 5 items on a daily basis and then add in some of those other items as you can. But again, this is for people that want to build their business, and it's all about being consistent. It's all about developing a trust with your customers and follow through with your customers, and this is going to help you do that in the best way. So what I did is I got together with the leaders on Team Lash Love, and we kind of talked about what the things are that we do on a daily basis, and I devised this list of 10 things. And so we're going to start. The first thing, number 1, you always have to have an active party link for yourself. Now, if you have party links for other people's going online, all the better. That's going to help you to grow your business even faster if you do that, or do vendor events, or do meet and greets, do those kinds of things. But I'm talking about having an online party for yourself. I personally like to have a Facebook group attached with that party, and then I just update my party link every 10 days in my back office and add it to that ongoing party. I've had the same ongoing party, customer-based party group since I started back in August of 2014, and I add people to it as I develop new customers. But the original people that were in that group are the same people that are in there now, and I still consistently, even after 18 plus months, I still post in that party twice a day. And so that's what I recommend that you do. Start a party link, open up a Facebook group, add your contacts to that Facebook group, and then post in that party 2 times a day. Once in the morning, and I usually do mine between like 6 and 8 o'clock in the morning. I find that's the most likely time if people are going to check into their Facebook, that they'll check in at that point. And then I do it again in the evening between maybe 7 and 9, 7 and 10. It just depends on kind of, if your friends are back east, obviously, and you're on the East Coast, you're going to want to post a little bit earlier. And post images of people that you know or yourself wearing the products. If you just slap up a graphic with your link, that really doesn't, it looks kind of spammy. It looks like you're trying to sell as opposed to trying to share your love of the products on your face. Today I'm wearing palette 3, and so I'm wearing a loaded lipstick with a little bit of upscale. And so I might post something like that. I might do a video and show them what I'm wearing. I might post a picture of myself and show them what I'm wearing. And if you're not comfortable in the very beginning doing those things, then please borrow images from people that you know on the team. We're all happy to share our images, and so all you have to do is grab anything that you see posted. I think everybody on the team feels the same way. And so I do a little bit of both. I kind of do, like in the morning, I may post a picture of the liners, and then in the evening I might do a tutorial on how to put on the liquid liner. Now I'm not super comfortable doing that yet, and so I'm going to find a video though that shows somebody putting on the liquid liner. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to be involved with our team, and on our team page, Team Lash Love, Team Lash Candy, check in every single day, because we have, it just helps you to be better connected with the team. We have lots of information that we pass along on that team page, and that's going to help you feel more connected as a whole to the team. And it's also going to give you some valuable information that you can take back and use on your, with your personal business. And then join us on our monthly conference calls, join us on our weekly Zoom calls that we have, because that's a great way to get to know the ladies that are on this team, and it's going to make your experience with Younique that much more enjoyable. So that was number 2. Number 3 is to educate yourself. I did not come to Younique as a Younique presenter with a whole lot of makeup knowledge, and I still don't consider myself an expert with the application of the makeup, but I have educated myself very well on what our products are, what they contain, you know, how they're best applied, all of that kind of stuff. And you can find all of that in your back office. And that is also part of educating yourself, is going through your back office and learning what's back there and all those amazing tools that are there to help you with your business. You've got a customer base back there that you can look through. You've got an order base. You've got product information, flyers that you can print out on the individual products. We have all of the brand new products that have nice little descriptions underneath where you order. It'll say description, and you can read what the ingredients are. If a customer asks you a question about ingredients, that's where you can find that information. So play with the products, get familiar with how they go on. Looking at my down at my notes, and again, just get used to your website and what the products are, because you are the product expert, and the more that you can be that for your customers, the more you're going to develop that confidence with them. Number 4 is make a list of 100 contacts. I know you've probably heard this before. Maybe you think it's not that important, but that is something I did in the very beginning. Shauna did in the very beginning, and I know a lot of the girls on the team that are successful did that as well. And it really does help you start to think outside of your just immediate circle to develop your customer base, because that's what this is all about. And so you can think of, I'm going to look down. So when you're making your list of 100, we call it the 3 C's. They can either be customers, they can be consultants, somebody that might want to join your team, or they can be connectors. They may connect you to somebody else. And so you can think of them in terms of the 3 C's. And areas that you can find them in your life would be your Facebook friends, your telephone contacts, school friends, your kids' parents' friends, I think church groups, moms groups, work groups. If you work, neighbors in the neighborhood. So those are all examples of where you can find that list of 100. And you might not be able to sit down and do that in one 10-minute span. It's going to take you a while to make that list of 100, and that's going to be something that we're going to go back to later on. You're going to use that list to make some contacts and do some things later on that will actually build your business, and that list will evolve with time. I continually update mine. I scratch people off. I add new people that I had as a list of people that might become a consultant. Some of them did become consultants. Most of them did become customers. And so that list is very, very important for you to sit down and make. And so I would spend a few minutes every day getting that made. Number 5 is follow up. Follow up with your customers is so incredibly important. And it's something that each and every one of us needs to make an absolute point of doing that. That again is what's going to develop that relationship with your customers. So when they think of Younique, they're going to think of you. It's going to develop your trust with that customer. If they were to have an issue with a product, you want to nip that in the butt right away. And make sure you're giving them good product education about the product so that they're using them properly. And if by chance they have a problem with a product, you take care of that right away and make it right for them. And even if they have a problem with a product, if you make it right, they're going to come back to you again. So what I normally do, and Shauna talked about this a little bit on the new presenters call, is I always personally thank them as soon as they order, whether that be on my Facebook wall and I tag them, or if I PM them, or send them an email. However you decide you want to do that best, make sure you thank them immediately for their order when they make their order, and then watch for that email when it comes in to show that that product has shipped to the customer. And as soon as it does, then I send them another PM, email, however you're making contact with them, to say, hey, I just noticed that your product shipped today. Can't wait for you to get it. Please let me know when you get it, how you like it. And so that's another contact. Again, that's building that relationship with your customer. And then I always follow up about 3 to 4 days after they get their product to make sure they're happy with it. And 9 times out of 10, they love it. And when they do, then I ask them if they'd like to host a party. And if an online party, a meet and greet, however you decide you want to do your parties, but just to get connected with their group of friends, because that's how you're going to build your circle wide, is by getting connected with their friends as well. And if they have an issue, like I said, with the product, then make sure we make it right. If it's a color that's not right, then we're going to exchange it. And I take care of that for my customers usually. And then I make the initial contact with support, and then I send them the email that gives them instructions on what to do with the product as far as sending it back and exchanging it for a different color. So I personally like to handle that for my customers as opposed to just giving them the contact number to contact support. But that's up to you how you handle that. That's just how I do it. So again, that customer follow-up is super, super, super important. If they don't want to host a party for you when you ask, then you ask them if you can add them to your customer base group. And every single person I've ever asked has said sure. That way they're getting all your new products that come out. They're getting your messages twice a day because you're going back to number one and you're posting in your party twice a day. They're getting all that information and they will become repeat customers for you at that point. Okay, so number 6 on the list was connect on Facebook with your or in person with your friends. And that doesn't have to be business related. That is just developing relationships. So you might send a PM to a friend you haven't talked to in a long time saying, hey, how's it going? You know, just to have those conversations. It does not have to be. So instead of just clicking that like button when somebody makes a comment, make a little congratulations post or a little, oh, that's so great, or a little post in the comments so they see your name with that comment. And again, that builds that two-way relationship with someone. Send a message. You don't have to, again, be selling. So it's just about building connections and building relationships. And always, I can't tell you how important this is to remain positive on your personal wall. People are not attracted to negativity most of the time, and they're not attracted to drama. I would highly advise treating your Facebook wall like a business, I guess, is the best way to put it. And so I try not to be overly negative, or I try not to be negative at all on my Facebook wall. There are things that happen in life, and sometimes they're not the most uplifting and happy. And it's not that I'm telling you to pretend like those don't exist, but I think for the most part, I try to treat my Facebook wall, even though it is my personal business wall, my personal Facebook wall, I try to treat it knowing that my business is in mind. And so I don't use foul language. I try not to be negative. I try to have it be a place of positivity and a place that people would want to read things. Funny, if you can be funny, that they're going to want to comment and interact on your Facebook wall, because then your items are seen more in the algorithm that is Facebook if you have interaction back and forth. So that would be my advice as far as that goes. So number 7, I'm going to try to wrap this up quickly. Private message 5 people every day from your list of 100 that you've already done. And you might say something like this. Hi, Sally. Just wanted to let you know that I joined an amazing company called Younique. Have you ever heard of it? Leave it with a question mark so that they then hopefully will respond back to you. You can give her a little bit more information. You can use the 3 C's, another 3 C's, a little bit different than the 3 C's that I talked about before, but it's called crazy, compliment, and confidence. So you might say, if you want somebody to think about joining your team, you might say, hey, Beth, I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I noticed that you take really good selfies. That's the compliment. I think you would be great at this business. That's the confidence. And the compliment, sorry, the compliment was the second, got all mixed up there. Hey, Beth, this might be crazy, but you take really good selfies, the compliment. I think you'd be great at this business, confidence. And so you can put it in your own words. You don't have to use it just like that if that doesn't sound like something you would say, but you get the gist. You're going to basically use those 3 C's to come up with just a 1-line, 2-line thing that you can private message to 5 people every day. And then gather up, number 8, gather up and or make your own selfies and videos. Once you get those all gathered in a place, it's super easy to do online parties and to have that information out there. So gather up a before and after lash picture. If you can do that of yourself, great, even better. If not, there are others in the team that have some really good before and after lash pictures. A lash mascara application demo video, very important, so that people can see how to apply the mascara and how easy that is. The more you can show them the products on people and how easy they are to apply, the more likely they are to want to give them a try themselves. And so gather those up, put them somewhere on your computer, your phone, in a file somewhere so that you have pretty easy access to them. And I usually, when I'm doing a party, I kind of do it in steps. And so I might do one day where I do lashes. So in the morning, I might, for example, put my before and after pictures of my lashes. And then in the evening when I post, I do my mascara demo video. So they go together and it gives them kind of a whole picture on a day. I might spend a couple of days doing shadows because we have so many different shadows that you can highlight. And so I might show the shadow palettes. I might show slurred shadow. I might show them how to put on a shadow palette. Maybe that there's like a paint by number kind of thing where you show them on an eyelid which shadows you have and you number them. And so that's really nice for people to be able to see because they can replicate that look when they actually get their product. So gather those things up, gain some confidence with videos. I did not like doing videos in the beginning. I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means at doing videos now, but I am a lot more comfortable doing them because I practice doing them. And you can practice them and not even save them if you don't want, but just get comfortable talking to the camera and making mistakes. It's okay if you make a mistake. It's not the end of the world. I use Viva Video because I can stop and start it, and you can speed it up if you want to. If you're doing an application and you don't want it to take 10 minutes, you can speed it up. Number 9, go out and go online and meet at least one new person every single day. Now that could be anywhere. It could be standing in line at Starbucks. It could be the bank teller, a restaurant person, your checkout person at the grocery store. It can be in your daily life, but try to make it a point. It's kind of a goal of mine to talk to one new person about my business every single day. And you don't have to be annoying about it. I might pay with my purple debit card and they'll say, "What is that?" And that's a perfect opportunity to tell them what it is. I always carry business cards with me. I always carry a couple of mascara with me, and I have some kind of swag on. So it may be a button that says something. It may be my purse that I have that I got the welcome back kit, so I have that bag. So I might carry that to the grocery store. I might wear a shirt that says something about lashes. It's a great conversation starter. If you're not comfortable doing that on your own, it's a good way to break the ice. So that was number 9. And another really quick on number 9, a good quote that I heard is, "If your mouth is shut, your business is also closed." So the only way people are going to know about your business is if you're telling them about your business. So announce that on Facebook that you have a Younique makeup business, and do that often. I don't post every single post on my Facebook wall. My personal wall is not about my business. Sometimes I'll sneak it in, kind of incorporate it in other posts, and sometimes I'll just post regular day-to-day posts, but I try to sneak in some Younique stuff about every 3rd or 4th post that I do on my Facebook wall. And of course I do every post when I'm doing it in my Facebook groups. And then number 10 is set some monthly goals, and set them lofty. Your first goal will be to get to yellow. $1,000 in personal sales. There's no time limit on that, but the quicker you get there, the quicker you get that 5% royalty raise. So every month I sit down and I set new goals. This month it's for my team to go orange, and it's going to be a lofty goal for sure, but I'm going to work my behind off to get us there. And I want you guys to do the same. The faster you can promote, the more excitement you can build with your business, the more enjoyable it is for you to do if that's what you want to do. If you want it to grow and advance, then set those goals high. Talk to me about it. Talk to your sponsor about it. And there's charts that can kind of help you figure out how much you need to sell each day in order to reach that goal by the end of the month. We can set a plan, and I can push you if you want. You can push yourself. Obviously, that's the best thing to do. But it is company-wide, the promotions are happening. So our business is growing. You are in the absolute right place right now. I just think it's going to get better and better and better. And I can't wait to watch you guys promote. That's probably my most, and I'll get emotional if I start to talk about it, but this business can be the most exciting, fulfilling business around. And so I want that for each and every one of you guys. And so you've got to get started though. You've got to make almost knocked my phone over, the dedication to really take some time, go through these tasks and do as many of them as you can every day. If you can do all 10 of them every day, that's great. I'll lay down in bed at night and watch TV, and I'm doing some of the tasks on this list. So when I'm sitting at a therapy appointment with my son, I can be on my phone doing some of the tasks on this list. So there's always little ways that you can find to sneak these in if that's something that you really want. So anyway, I'm hoping that that's helpful. I'm sorry this went a lot longer than I had anticipated, but I wanted to make sure you understood each and every one of the tasks so that if you print them out, it'll be something that you can reference really easily. So anyway, I can't wait to watch you guys promote, and I'm going to sign off now. Bye, guys.